It is hot out here, man.
For science. For science. For science. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Big Mike, and this is BZ Cooks. So today, guys, we're going to be doing a Cajun seafood macaroni and cheese. Now, fair warning for those of you out there who are of the lactose intolerancy. This is a really cheesy dish, and I mean super cheesy, not just regular cheesy, super cheesy. But if you like a little spice and kick to your food, this is going to give you some good flavor, some really good flavor, guys. Before we get started, guys, I want you to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell notification so that you don't miss out on any of the content in the near future. Hey, and don't forget to share the video, guys. We appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. And one more thing, I want to shout out my man Abe Abdelhadi at The Bitter Truth. This is the person who supplied this t-shirt for me. It's like my brother from another mother. Guys, if you're into some political content with a little bit of comedy, go over to The Bitter Truth on YouTube and check him out on Instagram too, my man Abe. All right, so with that being said, guys, we're gonna go straight to the cook and go through the ingredients while we are cooking. Okay, I'm not gonna do the usual, pan down where we see the ingredients first and then start cooking. We're gonna get straight to it. Okay, guys, so stay tuned. All right, guys, so first things first, we're gonna take 2 pounds of deveined shrimp with the tails off. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of olive oil to that. Okay, and we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of some Cajun seasoning. Now, I'm using good old Uncle Steve's Gator Shake. I'll leave a link in the description. This is some good stuff, and this is more like the Cajun seasoning that he has, the Gator Shake. All right, so we're gonna sprinkle that on there. 1 to 2 tablespoons. It really depends on how you like it. We're gonna use 2 tablespoons today. All right, I'm gonna use a little bit of fresh black pepper, not a whole lot. And we're gonna take just a pinch of some salt, and we're gonna toss that around. All right, that is step number 1 for our shrimp. All right, now we got our cast iron skillet. We're gonna take our shrimp and we're gonna cook it until it is pink for about 4 to 6 minutes, and then we're gonna put this to the side. So, like so. Make sure you're stirring this constantly because you don't want to overcook your shrimp. 4 to 6 minutes, guys, until this is pink. Okay, do not overcook the shrimp. Pay very close attention to it. So needless to say, this is gonna require you to give it some good attention. Baby this stuff, guys. Baby it. All right, guys. So check this out. This is where you wanna be with your shrimp, okay? It's nice and pink, not too overcooked. We're gonna remove this and put it to the side. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do, let's get a 9x13 Pyrex dish, and we're going to coat it with butter. Okay, this is so that our macaroni and cheese does not stick to our surface. Okay, so I just melted about a tablespoon of butter, poured it in here, and I'm just coating all the edges and on the bottom. Okay, you guys got that? I sure hope you do. All right, on to the next step. Okay, here I have some salted boiling water. I've got my large elbow macaroni, okay? That is gonna be 1 whole packet, 1 pound of elbow macaroni. You guys are gonna cook this. Normally, to get it fully cooked, it's gonna be 7 to 9 minutes. We're gonna do 7 minutes because we don't wanna cook this all the way through because it's going to continue to cook when it's in the oven. All right, so do not cook this all the way, about 7 minutes. Okay, once your noodles are done cooking, drain them well. We're gonna transfer them to a bowl. All right. right, now these are not fully cooked through. Remember I told you to stop that process prematurely, okay? Now you're gonna add your shrimp, okay? And then we're going to add some crab meat. All right, now you can get that at your local grocery store, or you can get it at Costco. You're just gonna mix that in really good. Mix all that together. I want to taste seafood in every bite, guys. I mean every single bite. I want to taste seafood. So we're gonna add another pound of crab meat. So whoever's making this, I sure hope you're not allergic to seafood, because this right here is gonna have tons of seafood in it, guys. We're gonna have bites of seafood every time you take a spoonful of this. That's exactly what we want. Okay guys, there's one more step that I forgot to tell you. I need you to, after you've mixed in your pasta with your seafood ingredients, I need you to take 1/4 of a cup of basil and mix that in too, guys. Forgot to tell you about that, but go ahead and do that. Don't miss that step. All right, so now we're gonna do our milk and cheese mixture, all right? So while we're getting this ready, make sure to preheat your oven to 350 so you can have that ready to go once you put your macaroni and cheese in the oven. All right, so we got 1 cup of milk. All right, and I have 2 cans of evaporated milk. Okay, so you add both of those. We've got a tablespoon of smoked paprika. Gonna add that in there. All right, now this is 1/2 tablespoon of cayenne pepper, 1/2 tablespoon of black pepper, just a regular pepper, black pepper, not freshly ground black pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. You're gonna add that to your mixture, and we're going to whisk that together. All right. Now, because we're going to be seasoning this to taste, you want to make sure you taste your milk, because the next step is we're going to add our eggs to it, okay? We have 2 eggs we're going to add to it. So make sure you taste your milk to make sure that it's seasoned. Let's see. The science. Okay, so it's not real salty. You can taste the flavorings in there. So it's not bad. All right, now do it to your liking. If you want it to be a little bit more salty or a little bit more spicy, you can add that to it. But once you've added the eggs in there, you can't go back. So remember that, taste your milk before you add your eggs. Okay, now once your milk mixture is to your liking with the seasoning, then you're gonna add your 2 eggs. All right, and you're gonna beat these eggs in here until the mixture is combined. All right, just get it in there really good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something to you. So we're using 4 different cheeses, okay? We've got Muenster cheese, sharp cheddar, jalapeno jack cheese, and we have a mild cheddar, okay? You're gonna take a 1/2 cup of each of those and set it to the side in a bowl, okay? So this is our mixture. This is what's gonna go on top of the mac and cheese before we put it into the oven, all right? So what we are going to do, we're going to take our seafood and our pasta, and we're going to add our milk mixture, okay? And then we're going to take our cheeses. Now, this is the mild cheddar, okay? I had 2 cups of mild cheddar, so that's 1.5 cups of mild cheddar. Now, I shredded a whole 16 ounces of sharp cheddar, and I took 1/2 cup from that, So we're just gonna dump all of that in there, all right? It's a lot of cheese. Remember I said it was gonna be cheesy. There was 2 cups, so this is 1.5 cups of pepper jack cheese. And then we have another 1.5 cups of Muenster cheese. All right. Now you're probably saying, how is that gonna fit into a 13 by 9 Pyrex dish? Believe you me, it will fit in there. All right, now look, most people will make a cheese sauce when they're making their mac and cheese, but that's not what we're gonna do today. We're gonna mix this in to our macaroni and our seafood, and we're gonna let it melt together. Now we're gonna cook this in the oven for about 40 to 50 minutes. All right, so you wanna take a piece of foil and put it over the top of this so that your cheese doesn't burn too fast. You don't want it to get brown too fast. At 35 minutes or 40 minutes, you'd be cool. But for this, you're gonna need plenty of time, okay? Because you got a lot more ingredients just in the mac and cheese. All right, guys, as you can see, we got it in there. Now it's piled up. That is a lot. That is so much, but it's gonna be so delicious. Now, if you've got a 9 by 13 dish that's deeper than this, then by all means use it. This is stacked up pretty high, and it did fit. I told you it would fit. All right, so what we're gonna do is we are going to top it with some more of our cheese, okay? Our reserve cheese, just gonna get it on top of there. All right, so let me tell you what we're gonna do. We are going to set a baking sheet underneath this in case it spills over, okay? To catch whatever spills over the top of this. We're gonna sprinkle a little bit more of our paprika on the top. Get it looking all nice and pretty. Maybe even a little bit more of our basil. And I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit more salt on there. Take a little bit of pepper. Sprinkle a little bit of that on there. And a little bit more of Uncle Steve's Gator Shake. All right, guys, so I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put this on top of some type of baking sheet and put it in our oven. All right, so we're gonna put this in there and cover it up with a piece of foil. Probably maybe at the 35 to 40 minute mark. We're gonna cook this for 55 minutes, but at the 30 to 40 minute mark, we wanna cover this so that it doesn't burn, okay? All right, stay tuned. When we come back, we're gonna be digging into this thing. Now, when you take it out the oven, you definitely wanna let it rest for another 30 minutes because if you don't, it's gonna be really soupy. You want to let this settle so that everything can come back together, because if it's hot and it's too loose, it's going to be really soupy. So let this cool down, guys, okay? Well, there you have it, guys. Cajun seafood mac and cheese, man. And as you can see, I am ready to dig into this because I love seafood, I love mac and cheese, I love spicy, I love everything about it. So guys, let's dig into this. I gotta give it a taste. For science, you know what's going down. So let's see here. Man, so creamy, cheesy. Man, especially with all that the crab and that, oh man. Okay, here we go, guys. Oh, I mean, this is heavenly. So, surprisingly, it's not too spicy. I could have added some more cayenne pepper to this, but it does have a little bit of a kick, not a super kick. But pretty much every bite has some crab in it, some shrimp in it. Man, you guys gotta try this at home. This is so good. My goodness, man. My family is gonna tear this up. Well, guys, that's it for our cook today. We appreciate you coming by here. If you like the content, if you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell notification. Once again, I want to shout out Steve's. I want to shout out Uncle Steve's seasoning. That gator shake, man, that was right on point. Appreciate you, Uncle Steve. And shout out to my man Abe Abdel Hadi again, once again over at The Bitter Truth. Guys, go check him out. So guys, we're going to be signing out until the next time we meet. This is Big Mike signing out with BZ Cooks. See you in the next video.